Good evening. We're continuing our coverage. Good evening. We're continuing our coverage of the deadly school shooting in Uvalde, Texas. Governor Harris today, the 14 students and one teacher. Police are set to give a news conference In our coverage of the deadly school shooting in Uvalde on our digital platforms.
And a sad update to begin with. A state senator saying the death toll is now 21. That's 18 children and 3 adults. Police are set to give a news conference right now. Let's go ahead and listen in as they get started.
Appreciate your patience and understanding. Here to provide a short statement and not take any questions is our Uvalde CISD Chief of Police, Pete Arredondo.
I don't see a switch.
Would you like for me to do this again? Let's do this again, Pete.
Sure.
I apologize. I did not realize we were not on, and you probably could not hear what I was saying. I am Anne Marie Espinoza, Executive Director of Communications and Marketing for Uvalde CISD. This is a tragic time in our district, so please know the investigation is not complete. We will only be sharing a statement with you, not providing questions. We greatly appreciate your patience and understanding. Here to share a statement and not take questions is our Uvalde CISD Chief of Police, Pete Arredondo.
Thank you. Good evening. Again, briefly, as of now, we're still working on this active investigation. Once we're able to provide information to the families, we will do so. First and foremost, obviously, our priorities is to get information to our families and give them some information. So please bear with us in regards to that. Secondly, once we do get some information that we can release to the public, we will be doing that. So please know once we do get some information, we will share that with you and call another press conference. Let me assure you, the intruder is deceased, and we are not actively looking for another individual or any other suspects in this case. We definitely ask you all to keep the families that are involved in your prayers. Thank you so much.
Here to provide a statement and not take any questions is our Superintendent, Dr. Hal Harrell.
Good evening. This was a tragic and senseless event today, and my heart was broke today. Our hearts and thoughts and prayers are with all our families as we go through this day and days to come. A few announcements that we need to make is beginning tomorrow at 10 a.m. we will have grief counseling and support at the Civic Center for our students, our staff, community members, anybody that needs to come at that time. And we may be there more than one day, may be there several days. Our ROB staff will meet at 8 a.m. at the Civic Center as well. We'll begin with visiting with them and seeing what those needs are. School will be closed. The school year's done. We'll have no school tomorrow or Thursday. All activities are canceled throughout the district. No graduation is on people's mind. We will come out with a notice on that at a later time. All the staff members they will report to their campuses, other than Rob campus, which will come to the Civic Center. Again, my heart was broken today. We're a small community, and we will need your prayers to get us through this. Thank you.
Again, this is a tragic event in our community. We are very sorry that we cannot provide you more information, but greatly appreciate your patience and understanding during this very difficult time. We ask that you pray for all of the families affected. Thank you, and be safe.
Okay, so we are just hearing there from officials in Uvalde with the Uvalde Independent School District. We heard first from the police chief of the school district and then from the superintendent as well, telling us that they're still working on an active investigation. And the chief saying first and foremost, the priority is to get information to the families. Many families still seeking information, as we saw earlier at the Civic Center Reunification Center. The intruder, by the way, he says is deceased, not actively looking for another individual.
Yeah, we also have now learned that the suspect reportedly killed his grandmother before coming to the school. That's been reported by 3 law enforcement officials. The superintendent of the school district there, Dr. Hal Harrell, called this a tragic and senseless event. He said his heart is broken today. He let everyone know that grief counseling will be available starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow at the Civic Center, and it will be there for several days. And he said school, by the way, which was supposed to end on Thursday, it's done. The school year is over.
Yeah, he talked about also this being a small community and a community that is in need of your prayers to get through this. We are certainly thinking about everyone there tonight, and we are continuing to monitor this as well for you throughout the evening.
Yeah, the tough thing is, he said that they're trying to get information to families. We know that our Anaela Ruiz, who has been outside the Civic Center in Uvalde, has been talking to some parents, still waiting on information. She indicated that there was a list that they had. So we don't know if they have a list of survivors or the list of the children and the adults who have died. We just don't know where they are in that process, but clearly they haven't notified everybody because they're not giving any information other than numbers to the media.
Yeah, quite a bit to sort out there.
Of course.
Considering the scope and magnitude of what has happened in this small town at one school, Robb Elementary. President Biden, by the way, is expected to address the nation from the White House around 7:15 this evening, coming up shortly. We'll be sure to bring that to you here and also on KHOU 11 live on our TV channel as well. So we certainly hope that you stay with us. Our coverage of this heartbreaking tragedy continues.